Okay, got a lesson in double speech here. Transparency. See, transparency, you'll never get transparency. The government keeps us on something, it's called classified. It's called on a need to know basis. Everything is freaking classified. Even if you look at the William Cooper MJ12 thing, it says that even the presidents really don't know for their own sake. So if they, let's just say they were interrogated, there's no way they could reveal the secrets because they don't really know. They leave it up to these other guys in the shadows who to take care and deal with weird Center for Weird Studies type information. So transparency isn't for the government. It's like, listen, it used to be, the government used to be represented servants of the people. Now they represent the public. They are the voice of the people, what they want us to think, but we know that's not true. They're the voice of the corporations. They're the mediators for the corporations to the people. And transparency is for you. How come we're getting constantly surveilled with the PSI, Persistent Surveillance Initiative? And these guys have been flying over my house more often ever since I released that information on the internet. With all these devices, every device here can be hacked and used, like the Batman, as a microphone device, and they basically triangulate you anywhere with your closest three machines. Like the smart meters in here, they got a freebie. You know what I'm saying? Even if we get rid of all the machines, that smart meter's still listening and spying. That Wi-Fi device probably's got something in it. The Roku device probably got something in it. Each computer in the house got something in it. Each phone. So we're under. Listen. There is no secrecy for us. The Fourth Amendment does not exist. There is no right to security in your own homes. You're not free in your own person because at any time they can straight up hijack all my profiles and fill them full of propaganda and then throw me under the bus. Kind of like when they go and raid people's houses for child porn. What's to say some of these people never even looked at no child porn? It's just some site that they were coaxed into looking at is affiliated to some rogue weird group, some flaming dragon type group, and they just use it as a pretext to come in and raid your house and take all your fucking internet shit because they made it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Somehow. It's kind of like the CIA bringing in the cocaine. In the 80s, in 87, when the crack first started, you know what I'm saying? And then also being the ones to make Saturday morning cartoons where it says, don't do crack, 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 crack. That's exactly what it was. It was just like, tear, tear, tear. It was crack, crack, crack in the 80s. And then that shit did blow up. It was everywhere. As soon as we heard crack, don't do crack, crack was everywhere. So transparency is for us, which it doesn't mean transparency. It actually means we are spied on. It's a brave new 1984. And it is the Matrix as well. Mr. Anderson, we've been observing you. You live a double life. One, you're a good, productive member of society, and on the other, you're a hacker. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's for. So there can be no resistance to their... Like I said, world peace is world conquest. It's the same thing. Transparency of the government will never happen as long as if they're this far towards tyrant and dictatorship and despotic. And I mean, listen, Nimrod, who the secret societies worship, the Masons and the Catholics, the Jesuits and the Zionists and all them. His name means a tyrant. He was the first Earth tyrant, the first emperor. It was an emperor tyrant. So, transparency will never get transparency from the police as long as there's the Fraternal Order Police Code Blue, the Blue Code. You'll never get transparency from the military because the public's on a need-to-know basis. The the CIA ain't gonna tell you shit. And if they do tell you something, it's a lie, it's a script, it's propaganda, dude. It's war games, dude. It's psyops. So, it is so transparent now, to me, looking at them now, but there is no real transparency. They didn't just come out and say any of these things. I mean, they do in roundabout ways, but look, no. you really do got to read between the lines, and everything is very transparent. That they see us as the enemy, and they are setting up for some kind of global, one world, one leader, one religion, one economic system, tyrant type of a figure like Nimrod.